Let me tell you about Ahab, the A-Rab, the sheik of the burning sands. He had emeralds and rubies just dripping off of him, and a ring on every finger of his hand. Wore a big old turban wrapped around his head, and a scimitar by his side. And every evening about midnight, he'd jump on his camel named Clyde and ride silently through the night to the Sultan's tent, where he would secretly meet up with Fatima of the 7 Veils, swing this grade A #1 U.S. choice dancer in the Sultan's whole harem. Cause him and her had a thing going, you know, and they've been carrying on for some time now behind the Sultan's back. You could hear him talk to his camel as he rode out across the dune. His voice would cut through the still night desert air, and he'd say, "Sold to America," which is Arabic for "Whoa, Clyde." Who'd say, well, he brought that camel to a screaming halt at the rear of Fatima's tent. Jumped off Clyde, stuck around the corner, and into the tent he went. And there he saw Fatima laying on a zebra skin rug, with rings on her fingers and bells on her toes and a bone in her nose. Ho, ho, don't you know? There she was, friends, lying there in all her radiant beauty, eating raisins, grapes, apricots, pomegranates, bowl of chitlins, 2 bananas, 3 Hershey bars, sipping on an RC Coke, listening to her transistor, watching Grand Ole Opry on the tube, reading a Mad magazine while she sung, because your tune's gonna lose its flavor. Yeah, Ahab walked up to her and he said, Ali Ali yatinani sini barate, which is Arabic for, let's twist again, like we did last summer. You know what I mean. Well, she looked up from the rug, started clicking her castanets, gave him a sly look, and started giggling. Round and around and around and around and around and around and around. All of a sudden, the Sultan walked in. Ahab knew this was the end. Him and Fatima were caught with their pants down, and the Sultan's bushy eyebrow down in a frown. Well, the Sultan charged at Ahab. Shish kebab his intent. Ahab fled with Fatima, and out of the tent they went. They jumped on Clyde and started to ride, heading out across the sand, with the Sultan's whole army in hot pursuit, yelling, "Ali, Ali, Ali, free, free, free!" On and on they ran. Well, to make a long story short, they got away, because there wasn't no animal alive who would keep up with Clyde once he got started, because he was the fastest steed of the whole desert sand trap. Anyway, they made it across the border, where Ahab hawked all his rubies and emeralds, bought them both tickets on Israeli Airlines trying to fly to freedom. But Homeland Security wasn't letting no refugees to land, so they deported them to the Sultan, who promptly beheaded them and posted the videos on YouTube. And that's the story about Ahab, the A-Rab, and his queen of the burning sands, where the burning sands gets everywhere, even your underpants. So that's the story about Ahab, the A-Rab, the sheik of the burning sands. Ahab, the A-Rab, the sheik of the burning sands. Ahab, the A-Rab, and his frustrated plans. Ahab, the A-Rab, and his burning. Which is neither here nor there, because nobody knows what the Sultan did with them.